Welcome to this episode of Coffee with Cornell. Grab a cup and let's talk about talent optimization. Talent optimization is a concept that's being used by a lot of different organizations, most specifically Predictive Index. And just for full disclosure, my business, the Parker Wright Group, is a certified business partner of Predictive Index. But talent optimization is a concept in which you think about using your talent to become optimized. In this case, your talent are the employees of your organization, your teammates, or as you might look at, the members of your household. That talent optimization gives you an opportunity of looking at what are the best reasons to put the best people in the right places. Why? So we have our talent optimized. Let me give you a couple examples. Think about a basketball team. The basketball team, you see there's a number of different players of different sizes and usually pretty much different dimensions. We've had the NCAA playoffs, now we're moving into the NBA playoffs, and you can almost start to see differences in regards to the players in sizes and different skill sets. Also within that though, there's different behavioral aspects as to how those players play based upon their personalities and their behavioral assessments. Those are the behavioral assessments that Predictive Index starts to identify for individuals in regards to having coaches and or managers and your entire organizations start to bring all the members of the team together so that you can have the most robust team that everyone feels engaged, everyone feels supported, and everyone wants to give their best for the objectives of the organization and that team. You can also look at that as an example at home. I did the Predictive Index behavioral assessment with myself and my wife, and there's a one-on-one capability in which you can kind of determine the relationship between the two people. Whoa, it was enlightening and very clear because it put down on words some of the things that we didn't quite know about each other. It was worthwhile effort. So it can be used both for professionally, which most organizations do, and in fact I had a chance to use it personally between my wife and I. Those kind of things, looking at the behavioral assessment as to how you show up at work is invaluable, not only to you, but to the organization. Let me tell you about some of the benefits. The first benefit right off the bat is that you as the individual, after taking a behavioral assessment, you now have new ideas about yourself. Maybe not brand new because it may be identifying things that you already know, but they help you with words to identify what some of those things are. Words that you might not have been using before, words that you can now use in your resume for what you're looking for, words that you can also understand that when you read a job description or a job opportunity, you can identify whether that's for you. And just as importantly, when you go on that job interview, you know the questions to ask from your side as to whether or not that job is going to be a good fit for you. It may in fact fit your resume, but because of other elements that you know about yourself, it may not fit you. The second benefit is it offers the organization an opportunity of knowing from their employees where they fit in regards to their behavioral assessment. That behavioral assessment is important because it now can start to help organizations figure out other people we want to hire as to when that they're going to fit in order to make sure we have other opportunities for people to be a part of the organization. By the way, it does adhere to and fit, and it starts to be a very good way to manage some of the elements of diversity, equity, and inclusion in an organization. Because it's not a question of what the person looks like, it's a question of how well they're going to fit within the organization, which are behavioral elements, not necessarily associated with any cultural aspects. It's a good deal. The other part is, think about it. There are times in which we've been in jobs in which the job was maybe a little bit more than what we wanted, or perhaps it was a little bit less than what we wanted. Those deltas, if you will, are stress. We can all stretch to be into a job that we don't like for a period of time, but that is stress. Going back to when I was climbing and painting that factory, right? That was a stressful job for me because I didn't want to do it, I didn't want to be in the environment, and I didn't want to be on a ladder as often as I was. It was stressful. That stress we all have and know, if you can start to figure out and identify that regarding your job earlier, wouldn't that make for a better opportunity? Absolutely. And finally, The whole idea about talent optimization is to improve the organization's operational excellence. If you have the right people in the right jobs, being motivated the right way, you have an opportunity to reach the objectives and goals that the organization has to the benefit of the entire team. Thank you for joining me on this episode of Coffee with Cornell. We've talked about a number of the aspects and the benefits of the Predictive Index Behavioral Assessment Tool. If you'd like to know more information about that tool, contact me at cornell@parkerwrightgroup.com. I look forward to hearing from you in that regard. Also, please be good enough to like, subscribe, and hit the notification button so you're aware of future episodes of Coffee with Cornell. Thank you much for joining me, and have a great day.